Hi everybody, this is Freya with another singing tip. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I want to talk about flat and sharp singing. First, I thought I was going to make two separate videos, but then I was thinking about it and realized that it needs to be in one video just because it's the same type of problems that I'm going to address here. So, why does anybody sing flat or sharp? Do you know if you have a tendency to sing flat or sharp? I know when I have the tendency to sing flat or sharp, and what can you do to fix it? So let's talk about that. Now, the reason why somebody would sing flat doesn't necessarily only have to do with that you're not good at singing on pitch. Now, even the person who is pretty great at singing on pitch and in tune could still have challenges every now and then to actually get the right pitch here and there, just because of the fact that the way you hear yourself is a lot different from the way others perceive your voice. And the fact that while you sing, it's kind of like you're in your own head. Your ears are inside of your head. So while you're singing, you're not just hearing what's happening on the outside, you're actually also hearing some frequencies that are inside of your head, which also makes it a little bit harder to hear what's going on just outside, which means like the band, or especially when there's not any real live music, but just a karaoke track or something like that. It is a lot easier, I think, to play along or to sing along with live music, just because if there's a real piano and a real guitar, those frequencies, they are different. You actually feel the vibrations a lot more in your body, in your head, and then also in your ears than just a playback. That's just the fact. So, but just let's just say you are singing this song with a karaoke track and you record yourself and you always notice that you have the tendency to sing flat. So why are you singing flat on this pitch? Singing flat usually has to do with a lack of tension, which means you may not have enough support or energy in your body. So if you know you have the tendency to sing flat, you may want to try to increase the energy. Better support, better posture, deeper breathing. Just take it up a notch as far as the energy goes. And then do this. Hold on. So whenever you have a pitch, I think it's really good to do exercises like these every once in a while, just to notice if you have a tendency to sing flat or sharp. So let's say you have the G like this. Ya, ya, ya. Just sing along with an instrument, even if you have a guitar. Ya, ya, ya. See, what I think is when you have a real instrument and you sing along, you really notice if you have exactly hit that exact frequency. Let me sing flat now. Ya, ya, ya. See how that kind of bites? And I can't only hear it, I can actually feel it in my body. Let me try to sing sharp now. Ya, ya, ya. It bites. Ya. This is exactly the pitch. So singing along with an instrument will really help you to fine-tune. A lot of times it's just about fine-tuning, and you need to work on fine-tuning. If you know you have the tendency to sing sharp or flat, singing sharp, the issue is usually that you are trying too hard and you have too much tension, you're pushing too much, and then especially on the higher pitches, that's what happens a lot of times. In choirs, you hear that a lot, that you're trying to overachieve that pitch, and then you kind of overshot it, and then you get too sharp, like so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This would be normal. Yeah, and then I get sharp. So identify what is it. Do you have a lack of tension, and thus you're singing too flat? You're flat on the pitch. Or do you try to overachieve and have too much tension? Then you may want to work on relaxing a little bit, maybe taking the tension away from your jaw, maybe just to have a nicer, deeper breath, which is not tense, but which is a little bit more relaxed. And record yourself and record yourself often. I've said it over and over again. Recording yourself really helps you identify some of the problems that you may have, because a lot of times you don't perceive that. I've experienced that many times, and I'm really good at singing in tune. However, sometimes in the studio, like on Hello, I remember Adele's Hello, just because it's in very loud, chesty voice, it's belted out there, it's hard to hear myself. And then when we were in the studio, the sound technician said, well, you were just a little flat on those top notes every once in a while. And then I listened to it and to the recording, and I was like, I can totally hear it now. I wasn't really aware of it while I was singing, but I can totally hear it now. So knowing that, having listened to the recording, I could fix it because I knew, okay, I'm singing a little flat, so I need to increase the energy and fine tune. Another great exercise to do is really sliding up from a neighboring tone, and really sliding up to become aware of the nuances of when you actually are on that pitch and the way to get there. Let me demonstrate. Let's take that G again, like so. So this is a G. Now let me take that half step below, yeah, and slide up, yeah, but ever so slowly, yeah, very, very slowly. I could do it from the top one too. Yeah, very, very slowly slide toward that pitch that you actually want to hit at the end. And then you will notice that there's a lot of frequencies even between that half pitch that's higher or lower and that pitch that you actually want to hit. And becoming more aware of those very fine nuances is very helpful. Now, in our Western system music that was established way back in the classical times of Bach, it's called the well-tempered piano. It was established that we actually have a 440, or back then there was sometimes a 444. We have a 440, that's 440 hertz on the A. That's just something that was established. And it was also established that the piano would have 88 keys, and that it would be, divided up into semitones and whole tones. That's our system. There are other systems in the world, and if you ever listened to Indian music, for example, they have a different system. They have different scales there. They don't have like major and minor only. There's things like yeah. There's much smaller steps, and people from those cultures are usually a lot more aware of the fine nuances between those frequencies. So you may want to try to work with that just a little bit to become more aware. And a lot of times, like I said, you can learn to sing on pitch. It's a matter of training. Train your ears to be more aware of small nuances and not just big steps, but small, like quarter tones, and even smaller differences in frequencies. I hope this video helped you today. Let me know in the comments below, do you struggle with singing flat, or do you have a tendency to sing sharp? What have you tried? Has it worked? Have you tried anything to fix it? Or do you just kind of like, can never do it right? Or do you have no problems whatsoever? I can't say I have no problems whatsoever, because every once in a while, stuff happens. That's just the way it is. Thanks so much for listening and for watching today, actually. Hope to see you again. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, there's 3 videos coming out every week. Also a podcast episode that is actually uploaded to iTunes, but I also upload it onto YouTube. It's not a video, it's more like an audio, but you can hear it here too. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, don't forget, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing. Bye.